Welcome to last English video. I get to narrate it because my camera's bad. Let's go.
A dog in the house of Capulet moves me!
The girls.
Femininity and Pride and Prejudice. Lydia was Lydia still, untamed, unabashed, wild, noisy, and fearless. Lydia represents an edgier version of feminism, which is disliked by Elizabeth. Lydia flirts with everyone and doesn't think about the consequences, which gets her and her family into trouble, but doesn't change at all, as we see in this quote. The adjective fearless shows she doesn't heed society's rules. She doesn't fear any social stigma, she just wants to have a good time. Basically, right, I read quotes quicker than Oscar, so like, there's just this bit I have to sort of fill up. Happiness in marriage is entirely a matter of chance. Oh, basically, I lost the explanation to this, and I don't really want to analyse it. And I don't want to ask Oscar either, because I think he like just copied it off the internet. So, you know, it is what it is. I've just got all this empty space in a video, really. It's a, it's a bit tragic if you think about it. Oh look, there's him still here, look at that. Wow. It's pretty, it's quite something. Wow, that's... oh look, it's France's. There's a seagull. Seeing that, mental, and a pigeon. Wow, that's such a great time. Oh, oh. It will be no use to us if 20 such should come, since you will not visit them. This line shows Mrs. Bennet as a woman in Regency society who has accepted her role. She believes that the only possible way her daughters can become acquainted with Mr. Bingley is if Mr. Bennet goes to visit him. This is because in patriarchal 19th century, men were expected to deal with anything of social importance, and not women. A woman must have prior knowledge of music, singing, drawing, dancing. In the next clip I say something in French and I don't want to, again so I don't. And the modern languages. All this she must possess. Mr. Darcy outlines his high standards for what a woman should be, and neatly sums up the opinions of all Regency England. Women are forced into this mould, and made to be what society wants them to be. They don't have the opportunities that men have to get jobs or money, and instead they are expected to become experts in trivial hobbies. Just like Jane Austen was, Elizabeth is determined to escape this. If she is really headstrong and foolish, I know not whether she would altogether be a very desirable wife. Mr. Collins proposes to Elizabeth, but when she turns him down, he immediately acts as though he doesn't think she'd make a good wife anyway. The adjective desirable makes it sound like women are a possession rather than people. The adjective foolish, which used to say that Elizabeth is foolish for not wanting to marry Mr. Collins, shows that Mr. Collins thinks he knows better than Elizabeth because he's a man. If you don't believe those subtitles were accurate, just ask Philippe, he'll tell you they're correct, because they are, because he translated them for me.